Hi, and welcome to the fall semester here at Monarch Moments. I'm Rika McDonald.
And I'm Rebecca Tate. I hope that you enjoyed your summer.
The American Marketing Association Methodist University Collegiate Chapter hosted a leadership luncheon with a guest speaker, Dr. Mitch Javidi.
At the age of 13, 14, I was teaching my American classmates how to do calculus, pre-algebra, way in advance of their time through a translator. I minimized my weakness, I capitalized on my strength with the hope that I learned the English. Got high school, went through it, no problem. Broken English, 33 years later, I still have accent. Who cares? I didn't speak good English, but it's okay. I've accomplished, right? Minimize your weakness, you can never overcome it. Maximize your strengths. Got my engineering degree, decided I don't want to pursue engineering, went to Kansas State University. Oh, before doing that, how did I pay for college? My father didn't send us any money. I knew how to dribble and I knew how to play soccer. Convinced the coach to let me play. He said, have you ever played before? I said, give me the ball. Gave me the ball, and I did fascinating things. Then I looked at my schedule. Guess the only time I was free was what? After 11 p.m. till 6 a.m. I went and got a job at a nursing home. Worked till from 11 to 4, I slept 2 hours a day. Next day, so as I'm leaving, he said, son, I don't know how you're going to pull it off, but I'm impressed. So tell me your name again. I did, and I said, asking for his name. He said, I'm Sam Walton. I said, thank you. Nice meeting you, Mr. Walton. He said, you don't know who I am? I said, no. You the store manager? He said, Sam Walton, Walmart. I didn't put the connection. He said, I'm the owner of Walmart Corporation. Next day I go, I meet a gentleman named David Glass, who became the president of Walmart after Mr. Sam Walton, after he passed away and retired. He said, Mr. Walton, I said, we give you a research job, so we're going to assign some research work to you. But you are not getting paid for it. You are not going to get paid for it. So, making the story short, I did that. In 13 years, I was a millionaire. And I had a doctorate degree. And I didn't even chase that money. I didn't chase it. So people learn that story, they say, how the hell did it happen? Got lucky, the man above. I didn't do it. But I had passion, and I had drive. Then you look in that mirror, learn to ask different questions. 95% of our people, our population, our businesses, they focus here. What and how? Steve Jobs and others focus here. Why? Why? It's a question most Americans or most people are not used to asking. You ladies ask that question a lot. Why? And we guys, we say, what do you mean? And I listen to them. You know why? Because more I learn, it's going to help me to accomplish what my mission is, to be successful. And I think if you start keep focusing on why, new fascinating things will happen for you.
How did you feel about the speaker today?
It was powerful. When we set up the speaker series, we brought in a speaker that we felt like would be beneficial to the students. But so of course I did my part with helping come in, but I didn't realize how much it hit home and how much I can get from it myself. So it was very powerful.
We had a great speaker today. One big thing I really took away was how he said we can't get rid of our weaknesses, but what we can do is we can minimize our weaknesses and maximize our strengths.
He was animated and could relate to we can relate to the stories he told.
Well, one of the things that stood out to me is when he spoke on, you know, don't go chasing the money, don't chase a career, and just know your purpose in life.
That you really don't need all these skills to become successful. It's really what you make out of it, who you run into, and just the opportunities you make from what you're given.
AMA, we're doing a lot of projects on campus. We're moving, we're trying to get the campus involved. You know, I encourage everybody to take part. The good thing about AMA is we fall under the engagement pillar. So there's plenty for people to do, whether you are a member of AMA or just want to get involved, so something to put on your resume. AMA is doing great things, and it's a part for everybody to play. So I love being a part of AMA.
Sounds like a lot of good stuff going on here on campus. Now Paul Brown's going to show us some of our campus life.
Thank you, Rebecca. We opened our semester with the fall convocation and award ceremony.
Good morning. It is my distinct honor to welcome all of you, students, faculty, staff, and friends of the university, to the official ceremonial opening of our 53rd academic year.
On the men's side, our male Scholar Athlete of the Year comes from our men's tennis program that's been highly successful over the last few years, and he's been one of the key reasons why. Accounting major, male Scholar Athlete of the Year for 11-12, Greg Patterson. Greg.
Yeah, Greg.
Our Sykes Cup Award winner for 11-12 as the most outstanding athlete, student athlete at Methodist University, Ms. Ashlyn Chase.
I hear students frequently say, I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying to you today, I ain't gonna lie. Because Methodist University is one of the most exciting places to be, to learn, to live, and to play. We ask that God go with us and give us the strength to do our very best to continue our climb to greatness. Amen.
The Multicultural Affairs Office had a great panel on diversity featuring Brittany McCoy, Jamal Duran, and Dean Walker.
I got just for intro student, went to the office, and just before we walked out, the office counselor was like, you guys can go to the other office to go speak with the guidance counselor. And my dad was like, what's wrong? I'm listed as her regarding her dad. Even though we had different last names, he was on the list. He is my dad, he married my mom. And I've been with him for a few years at that time. But pretty much they were like, sorry, so you can't take this child out there. And he was like, well, what's going on? This is my daughter. So he calls my mom and puts her on the phone, and he pretty much was like, please tell them that this is my daughter, and I need to take her to her appointment. But the point was, they didn't see it fit that a white man would take a young black child. I guess they didn't really see that was appropriate, I guess. So I guess they didn't really believe that he was actually my dad.
Middle school, and I was supposed to go on a field trip. And it cost $25 to go on the trip. So I knew about it a month ahead, and I told my mom, I said, $25, Mom, said, you don't need to go. She said, I couldn't get the money to go. And I remember the morning getting up, getting prepared to go to school, and I was so excited to go on this field trip. And my mom said to me when I was getting ready, she said, you're not going to be able to go to school today because I couldn't come up with the money for you to go on the trip. And I was heartbroken. And and my mom went back to her room and she laid on her bed and she cried and she sobbed. because I couldn't go to school to participate in that activity. And I remember that so distinctly because it was the very last time I remember ever asking her to get money. Because I didn't want her to experience that kind of pain. I share a story to wrap it up. There was a Christmas, and we struggled. I never understood why we couldn't get things like this money all the time. It's like anymore. I never did. I wondered why I never did. There was one Christmas, we woke up Saturday night, trying to figure out what we got. Literally all we got was a house roll, a pack of socks, some underwear. And mom had tears in her eyes. Mom had tears in her eyes. She wanted to give us more. And I didn't, I honestly, I was a little bit older to understand why we couldn't get something. They goals to get us in a better environment. We first up to move us out of it. I moved out of it. We had to build it 2 years. And 2-bedroom apartment. 5 months. We didn't have one. Our family was with us now. I think we just got all together. And it was another struggle again to get it. So, you see my mom gave us the robe, pack of socks, and underwear. And I said, do we like it? The tears in our eyes. It hurts me just as much as a kid. I wanted toys. But I wanted to make my mom happy. So, I was ready to give her love. Gave my daddy a said thank you. I felt like I had to pretend that I liked it. Because I understood the goal of it was we want a couple of Christmas when I get stuff. But eventually, our Christmas was when we lived in the house. We'll say we got our own bed. We'll say we do a little bit more. So that's much.
The Rotaract Club put together an event to celebrate World Peace Day. We also had a Pirate Day and our first pep rally, which included pizza.
Hi, I'm Alex Bowman and I was born in the United States.
I'm from Zimbabwe originally, but I've lived in Botswana for 19 years.
One thing that I really love about this country is when you get to meet new people and you get to learn the things that they can teach you because they have such different experiences in their lives.
The 19 years that I spent in Botswana helped me develop a sense of tolerance. And I feel that tolerance is something, a little bit of patience and mutual respect for people in different cultures and stuff. You learn to get over these sort of things like differences, and you realize that at the end of the day, we're all internationals in this world.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Namburet and I'm from Mozambique. And in order to fully discuss the Peace One Day project, I have to talk about the fact that my country went through 2 wars before they reached their time of peace. The War of Independence and the Civil War.
Hi, my name is Indresa Krasnici and I'm from Kosovo, or the Republic of Kosovo, how we call it. I speak Albanian and I am ethnic Albanian, just like 90% of the population of Kosovo. Most people confuse me and they ask if I'm from Albania, and that's actually not a big mistake because we always claim to be Albanians. We're basically the same people, just who got divided between numerous occupations and invasions from different empires and European countries, and then just grew apart because of 2 separate dictatorships for almost a century.
I was born during the time of the Civil War, so I got to see some of the negative and damaging effects that a war can have on a country. Therefore, I support the Peace One Day movement, and I hope that everybody who views this video can share my opinion.
Hi, my name is Fatima Jamal. I was born in the capital of Sudan. My family and I moved to the United States in 1999. Fortunately, we did not experience the civil war that has caused Sudan to split into 2 countries.
My name is Michael McCabe. I work in the International Programs Office here at Methodist University, and I think the most important thing about globalization and learning about other cultures and other people is that the more you know about something, once you understand something, it makes it that much harder to hate that thing. When different people finally get to meet different people and work out their differences, even if they don't end up agreeing on everything, there is some sort of peace. They always agree at least not to hate each other, which is 99% of the problem in the world.
If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other.
Gotcha.
Peace. That feels totally uncomfortable. I am not a crook is what I always feel like when I'm saying, but peace.
Today was National Pirates Day. Talk like a scallywags. And it was fun. We dressed like pirates. We still night booty. And then we danced it off and play. Arr.
Back to you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Paul. Danelle Miranda got the chance to talk to the Sykes Cup Award winner, Ashlyn Chavis.
Today we are here with Ashlyn Chavis, and we are going to be discussing the Sykes Cup Award that she recently received. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll be asking her a few questions. We did speak recently on the phone about some things that, your greatest accomplishments and things of that nature. But I'll go ahead and go over this. Was this award a complete surprise to you?
I would have to say yes. My coach actually called me over the summer and told me he said, check out the website. And I went and I looked at the website. I had really never heard of the award. So when I read about it, I was a little surprised and I was blessed. I was full of happiness. I mean, it was a lot of hard work. So yeah, it was a little surprise.
Who would you like to thank for helping you achieve this award?
First, and always first, it was God. Because like I said before, and I always said, I've got a God-given talent. Second is my family, my dad, my fiance, my mom. You know, my mom's always there no matter what. And just the other family members. And my coach is awesome. He's like another father to me. He's always there. He's there with life experiences, everything that you can even think of. He's always there, not just track, everything.
Did you have any mentors or individuals that you looked up to growing up? And if so, who are they?
Someone that I looked up to growing up that I hung out with a lot was an older cousin. I looked up to the success that she has had. And then when I got to school, I got real close with one of my teachers, Dr. C. We call her Dr. C. She's a social work chair. I look up to her, and I can always go to her and talk to her about school-wise. But on the track, it was always my coach. Always my coach. I mean, he's had a lot of success. And, I mean, I took some of the things that I knew that he'd done in the past, and I incorporated them onto the track. And, I mean, it brought success.
Good, good, good. Have you ever thought of being a mentor to other individuals or young athletes?
I've never thought about it, but it was kind of pushed on me.
Okay.
Because when I came in my freshman year, I was the only female. So going into my sophomore year, my coach made me the captain. So I had no other choice but to be there. But I did take one young lady under my wing, Bria Wilson. We competed together last year. We did the same event, so we had no other choice, and we became great friends. So, I mean, that was somebody that I took underneath my wing, and I'll always push her, I mean, in everything. So.
Outstanding. Where would you like to go professionally from here?
I'm currently trying to finish up my degree in social work. I'm working in the child welfare. After graduation, I pray that I'll have a job in somewhere in the child welfare department.
Okay. Outstanding. So currently you don't have any plans after you graduate, or do you have something that you kind of are interested in?
Track-wise, I'm not going to continue track. I've decided that I just want to move on to a new journey in my life. I've been running track since I was 12, so really that's all I knew. But now that I've focused more on my schoolwork and I've became passionate about what I'm doing in child welfare, I'm currently looking for jobs, so I don't have anything available right now, so I can't say that, but hopefully by December some doors will be opened.
Yeah, absolutely. So you did mention that you've been running track since you were 12. Have you always competed as a sprinter and a jumper, or did you have other events that you did previously?
When I was 12, I just did sprinting. And then, you know, messing around the house and just playing around, I became to like long jump. So when I came into my high school freshman year, I wanted to try it, and I tried it, and I loved it, loved it, loved it. So I did it from my freshman year all the way up till May. But it became something that was bothering me a lot. So my coach, when I came in, I told him, I said, I'm a jumper. He said, no, you're a sprinter. And okay, I'm a sprinter, I'm a jumper. So over the past 4 years, he just made me more into a sprinter than a jumper. And actually, I done better as a sprinter than I did in jumping, and became more passionate about sprinting than jumping. So I guess you could say I was a little rebellious at first. You were not going to tell me I was not a jumper. But now I classified myself as a sprinter jumper, not a jumper sprinter. So that's how that worked out.
It's funny how things work out sometimes.
It is.
Leading into my next question, is there one particular award that stands out from the rest?
Of course. The 100 meters that I just won this year. Because, like I've told you before, it was the last event, and I was coming in as a champion in the 100 meters. So just coming in as a champion with all that pressure on your back, it was like, can she do it again? And being that I've done it again and break a record at that and set a new record, I would have to say that award meant the most to me, because, I mean, coming as a freshman, I didn't want to sprint, I wanted to jump. So winning that award, repeating that award means a lot. I mean, I don't have to go back and do it again, thank God, but it's just good to know that I was able to do it 2 times, not 1 but 2.
Wow, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely inspirational. Leading into one of my last questions to you, and I always like to leave it on a good note, is there anything that you can tell the young athletes, any words of encouragement?
Don't give up. Don't cut yourself short. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. You may not think you can at the beginning, but at the end, when it's all said and done and you're standing back and looking at the accomplishments that you have made, you'll see it, and they can tell the people the same thing. So just don't give up. Continue to work hard. Don't let nobody tell you can't do something. That's a pet peeve of mine. And when you're too hard on yourself, another word is don't overthink things. I mean, if you overthink it, you're not going to accomplish anything. So that's the only thing I can tell them.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule today to come in and talk with us. Again, what a great accomplishment. I wish you the best. I hope, you know, good things come your way, and you are definitely a very inspirational individual, and I think you'll do very successful in life.
Thank you.
Thank you, and back to the studio.
We also had Anya Shakotich sit down with author and psychologist Dr. Catherine Ramsland to talk about her new book and research.
Dr. Ramsland, it's a pleasure having you today at Methodist University, and we all really enjoyed the presentation you gave.
Thank you.
Would you please let us know, since all of us really, really loved it, what was the main motivation for you to go into the field of forensic psychology?
I don't believe there was one motivation. It was more a collection of things along the way, because it's not something I thought about doing. But it started early with the internet. I found a little site. You don't have my favorite serial killer there, so I'll write it up for you. And I did a few more for them, and then Court TV took them over, so now I'm writing for Court TV. So it was really just kept happening like that. Because I was doing this door opened, then that door opened. I gathered more and more expertise in the area until finally I realized what I wanted to do.
Majority
yes,
of TV shows.
Majority.
What is actually attracting people to watch this kind and to know this kind of information?
Well, I think it really, you can go back to the O.J. Simpson trial, which was televised, you know, for long periods of time, hours and hours, and the whole nation was watching. It kind of made us feel like a community. Everybody was talking about it, what was going to be the end result of that. It was very edgy. It was the first time we were really exposed to crime labs and forensic science investigators and also the mistakes they made. And I think when people started getting involved in that, they wanted to know more because this was a new and exotic world. And it was prime, it just led the way for a show like CSI to take the country by storm. And so that really, I think the country collectively saw a new and edgy and exciting topic, and they wanted to know everything there was to know about it. There's no end of things, of criminal things people do to each other, and in particular weird and interesting things. And I think I've always been attracted to dark psychology, I guess for lack of a better word, and things that we don't know a lot about, people haven't explored deeply. Like I went into the vampire subculture for 2 years to just try to figure out why these people do this. So I kind of like being a pioneer in these areas where not much light has been shed that really do involve people's development and who they are, how they got that way. And I mean, I think that's really the work of a psychologist. You explore, you put puzzle pieces together, you learn things, and you become more aware.
Can you please let us know more about the stuff that you're currently investigating?
What I'm investigating? Right now, I'm doing a lot of research on psychological autopsies because I'm writing a guidebook on how to use them, that it's going to be used in an educational situation. So I've been really concentrating on that. I don't want to say on camera about what some of the things I said in there, so I'll leave it at that, psychological autopsies.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For all of your help in the wonderful presentation. Thank you so much.
Okay.
The students here on campus enjoyed the celebration of Hispanic heritage last month with a Latin night in the cafeteria.
Buenas tardes, my name is Gloria Carrasquillo. I'm a member of Lambda Theta Alpha Latin Sorority Incorporated. Tonight I'm collaborating with the Multicultural Affairs Office here for Hispanic Heritage Month with this September 15th through October 15th. So we have Latin food going on in the caf right now, some Latin music playing, and we have quizzes set up with a little questionnaire about Latin heritage.
Hi, my name is Sharonda Pugh, and I'm the Director of the Office of Multicultural Affairs. And the purpose of my office, which is very new upstairs in Burns, is to support the social, academic, cultural experience of students of color and students from other historically underrepresented backgrounds. One of the major goals of my office is to promote awareness about different cultures and encourage all people to learn about everyone here. And I kind of come from the idea that everybody has a story, and I'm really excited about the idea of promoting that we should share those stories and learn about each other.
Well, from my perspective, Mrs. Hancock and I are having a great time. We saw it on the schedule, decided we'd come down and check it out, had a chance to get a little bit of sampling of the food, which is great, and just I think the energy that comes with the music and everything, it just kind of gets the students excited. So enjoy just having a good time with the students. So I'd say thumbs up.
I think we have so many differences in the world, you know, so many cultures, so many countries, so many different ideas. And I think I would like to see French food, maybe some Greek food, Spanish food, Lebanese, something from Africa, why not South America or Mexico?
Not everyone has the opportunity to travel and experience cultures firsthand by travel. But by bringing it to Methodist, you're really giving each and every student a chance to know at least experience some aspects of it. What do we have in common? We all love music, we all love food, so why not? You look at the combination of things that everybody can identify with. They're the universal language. So you bring it all together, it makes a lot of sense, and really see that we have more in common than we have that is uncommon. So I think it's all good.
Thank you for joining us here on Monarch Moments.
We look forward to seeing you again.
And remember that October 22nd through the 26th is National Collegiate Alcohol Awareness Week.
Please don't drink and drive. Have
a good night.